Hey, Coach, what's up? Welcome back to the podcast. Today is episode 218, and the title is It's Too Hard to Learn. And if you take that sentence and you insert it with another word, it could be, it's too hard to learn, and then you could put Facebook or email marketing or sales, anything that you feel like you struggle with. You can you can add a word there. And I want you to get into the mindset of never using those words. It shouldn't be too hard to learn something, all right? It's a gift that you get to learn something, right? That is a gift. And this all comes down to your mindset. I see all the time, coaches reach out to me on Instagram, and they're like, Ben, how do you put out so much content? I don't know if I could learn how to do that. And I tell everyone the same thing. It's like, well, I do everything by creating systems, right? And I had to learn how to do that. It's not like I woke up, out of the womb and I was this genius behind creating content. Like, if you knew me 6-7 years ago, I hated creating videos. I wouldn't even think about creating a podcast. I hated writing newsletters, but these were all things that I forced myself to do. So if you ever think, well, it's too hard to learn something, that's telling me that it's not a priority. That's telling me that you don't really care about it. And because it's difficult, you're going to shy away from it. And guess what? This is the thing that always happens is if you are not willing to learn something, and let's just talk about sales for a second. If you're not willing to learn sales, it doesn't matter how good of a trainer you are. There's going to be another coach in your area who's probably half the trainer that you are, but he's better at sales. So he's going to end up getting more clients than you, or she's going to end up getting more clients than you, right? And it's because they take the time to learn sales, or it's they take the time to learn marketing, but you don't. And this is one of those things that holds back a lot of coaches is they think everything is too difficult. And it's easy for me to come on here and talk about this because I've had to learn so much bullcrap. And what I've realized is it's actually going to be a lot easier to learn from someone who's done the thing that you want to do. And this is why I am willing to always invest into myself. A couple weeks ago, I invested into a $2,000 program that's like 100% about sales because I'm wanting to improve and get better and better and better at that. I know that I haven't arrived. Even though I have like a sales script for coaches that they follow, I want to improve. I want to get better. I want to improve on that. I know I need to learn and get better, right? That's one of those things that any coach could learn and get better at. But you have to have the mindset to be open to learning. You don't need to be closed off. And again, that's one thing that slows down a lot of coaches with their business. They want to do things the old-fashioned way. A lot of coaches are very stubborn. They are not willing to learn new things. And, I know how it is because I used to be that person. I used to think that I knew everything. And I quickly realized after I started hanging out with people that were way more successful than me that I don't know anything, right? And I continue to look to position myself in rooms like that with coaches and other business owners that have been doing this way longer than I have, right? So if you ever tell yourself it's too hard to learn sales or too hard to learn marketing or too hard to learn Facebook or too hard to learn email marketing, I'm telling you, you're wrong. Right? You got to go into the mindset where it's like, I get to learn this, and I'm going to take my time to learn this. I'm going to be patient. And once I get this, then this is going to be the result with my business. I hope this helps you out. This all comes down to your mindset. And I wish I heard this episode. I wish I heard this episode on day one when I started my business, because Ben 1.0, all right, that was my 1.0 version. I was too stubborn, way too stubborn. And that was my fault. It's 100% my fault. I can't blame anyone else. That was me. That was my doing. And once I had an open mind, I realized, wow, I need to learn things. I can't have a successful business by staying the person I am right now. I have to be willing to change. I have to be willing to learn. All right. So that's it for today's podcast. If you want to learn how to have a sustainable, profitable business, this is what our mastermind is all about. And I tell coaches this when we're on the phone, but no one's going to have an overnight success business. I've yet to see that in our group. Yes, there are some coaches who've quit their job within 30 days of joining the group. Yes, there are some coaches that are making more than $200,000 a year. Yes, those things are possible. But these are all coaches who have an open mind. They want to learn. They're willing to learn. They're patient, but they are also persistent. And if you fit those qualities, I highly recommend go check out our website at www.buildmysportsbiz.com. Click on Mastermind. From there, you and I can get connected. We'll chat over the phone and see if you're the right fit. That's it. I'll catch you later.